You don't have to tell me that you've not experienced challenges in my house. Let's talk about the challenges you've been facing in my house.
Okay, Super Chef. I haven't really experienced any difficult challenge in the house. Um, when I got into the house, I think the major challenge I would say I had initially was how I would be um, accommodating all housemates at the same time because I'm more of a loner. Outside that, I think another challenge was being able to deal with different personalities at the same time. Being able to manage the rest of the housemates, their different personalities and all of that, the way they behave, their manner of approach, the way they talk, and I think that was, yeah, that was one major challenge I had though.
Alexa,
Yes, Super Chef.
I understand there are moments you're not happy, and there are moments that have created memories in you. Alexa,
Yes, Super Chef.
let's talk about the moments that have created memories that won't be forgotten in a hurry.
Okay, Super Chef. I've actually had sweet moments and sad moments. I'm not going to lie about that. The sweet moments are the moments I've had so far with the rest of the housemates. I got to see them as family. Uh, the time we spend together, the time we carry out tasks together, the time we get to bond together and learn new things from each other. And the time we spent together, yeah. So that was an interesting moment for me. Yeah, I've had sad moments, uh, and it was based on disloyalty. Yeah, I actually felt betrayed by my friend. So I think that was one thing that broke me down in the house because I really felt betrayed, and I think that was it. Aside from the betrayal, I don't think I really had any deep issues with anybody that's really broken me down to be sad in the house, Patrick.
Alexa,
Yes, Patrick.
you talk about people betraying you.
Yes, Patrick.
Alexa,
Hi,
be true
Patrick.
to yourself. Haven't you betrayed someone?
From my own end, I wouldn't call my betrayal. I wouldn't call my betrayal because we are all adults in the house, and at some point or the other, we are all entitled to our own opinions about people. So I wouldn't say I've betrayed anybody in the house. It's either we are discussing or we are saying that whatever it is. We're not sugarcoating whatever is happening. It's basically discussions. I've not really betrayed anybody in this house. Basically
Alexa,
discussions. Yes,
maybe
Patrick.
I do not really understand what you mean by betrayal. Can you explain more of how you've been betrayed in the house? I love to hear. I need to be on the same line with you.
Okay, Super Chef. I'll be very detailed. So I got betrayed by my friend Susan. That's Chef Susie. Because when I came into this house, um, being among the second batch of chefs that came in, she was one of the persons that accommodated me, and we got so close, like we bonded and we became friends. But with time, I got to realize that she wasn't as straightforward as I thought. Um, there was a scenario that happened of recent where I and Debs, Chef Debs, we had issues, and it wasn't funny because there was more like a third party mature-minded person, and then I seek for her opinion, and then she asked me to call Chef Debs, and then both of us stood and we discussed about the whole thing, only for us to get to realize that Chef Susie comes to me to say things about Chef Debs, and then on the other hand, she goes to Chef Debs to go and say things about me that are really heartbreaking. And then this led to misunderstanding between I and Chef Debs, because it's natural for issues to arise from situations like this. But thank God, out of maturity, because I was really pissed when I got to find out so many things. But out of maturity, I was able to kill the situation, and one or two chefs should have advised me. So I did not go to Chef Susie to go and confront her about any other thing. And then when I and Chef Deb spoke to, she had to open up to me about the misunderstanding she had about me, based on all Chef Susie had been feeding her about me, our so-called friend, and all of that. So we had to come together and discuss, and then we had to fish out the bad egg, who was Chef Susie. So that was one heartbreaking moment for me, because when I got to hear all the terrible things she has been saying about me, I felt betrayed. And then she still goes back to Chef Debs to go and say things to, like, just hitting two persons head together. So that's like one sad moment I've had now so far.
Alexa,
I scratch.
but I want to feel you're better at this moment.
Sorry, Scratch, if I didn't get you.
Last night you had a party,
Yes, Scratch.
and I believe after the party you must have forgiven your friend.
Forgiving her.
There are pictures that both of you were not far from each other.
Then those are not intentional pictures, because I didn't speak to her throughout the party. I just needed to stay in my own space and to stay around people that are real with me. So I didn't really say anything to her. Like, we didn't even talk or have any conversation. Then in terms of forgiveness, it is normal for me to forgive, but for my own personality, I believe for you to be forgiven, you need to seek forgiveness. So since she hasn't really come to plead for forgiveness, and she has not acknowledged what she did was wrong or any of it, I just have to. So I think if she asks for forgiveness, we are humans and we err to mistakes, I would forgive her.
But have you spoken with her of what you heard about her?
I've not spoken to her, Super Chef, because I was really angry, like I said. Because if it was a total stranger or someone different that had done that to me, I wouldn't have really felt the pain. But knowing fully well that this is somebody you eat from the same plate, this is somebody you drink water from the same cup and all that, it's like I was really hurt, so I didn't even bother to go and meet her. I wanted to go confront her. I and Chef Debs, that was the day I and Chef Debs were trying to reconcile the central kitchen. I wanted to go and confront her, but like I said, the few mature minds in the house asked me to just keep it on the low and just pretend as if I don't know what is happening. So I have not spoken to her about it.
So now, ladies, who are your best set of chefs in the house?
Okay, my best set of chefs in the house, I would start with Chef Grace. She's a realist like me, and if she sees something that is black, she calls it black the way it is. If she sees this color as white, if it appears as white, she's the way it is. She doesn't sugarcoat, and she's not two-faced-sided. So Chef Grace, followed by Chef Noella. Malia was another genuine friend I had in the house. Mature-minded, interesting personality, and she's a lovable person. Chef Malia, who again, who again, who again, who again, who again. Okay, Chef Somi has an interesting personality as well. Big Mama, I love her personality. Um, Chef Honesty, Chef Honesty, yes, Chef Honesty.
Like this,
Ice Butter.
I discovered when you mentioned the last name, you wore a smiling face. Is there something you want to tell me?
Super Chef, not really. It's just I got to discover that you do not judge a book by its cover. It was something I learned on my own, which is the name I called, so that's why I had to smile on my face. Sometimes before you judge someone based on what people say about the person, it's better you get close to the person, or it's better you have a heart to have conversation. Sometimes you might find out that what people say about this book is not what it is actually until you get to know the person better. So Chef Honesty has a great personality as well.
Alexa,
Hi Super Chef.
you just motivated me. You said we shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yes, Super Chef.
I am still thinking how that phrase got to relate with Chef Honesty.
Okay, Super Chef. Why I said
Alexa,
yes,
do
Super
not try to confuse the super chef.
Okay, Super Chef. So why why I said do not judge a book by its cover? Okay, when I came into the house, there were rumors, like few rumors, and it's normal and natural for people to have their opinions about somebody. Yeah, because everyone has his or her own perspective about someone, and from angles at which I saw it initially, and me comparing it to now that we got talking, it's a different thing entirely. So that's why I use the phrase "do not judge a book by its cover," because sometimes people get judged wrongly from a distance, and then when you get close to them, you know that they are actually amazing. But you can only discover that when you get to know the person better. Super Chef.
Alexa,
Yes, Super Chef.
away from honesty and judging a book by its cover. Can you tell me, apart from Susie, which set of the housemates or chefs do you feel are annoying in the house?
Annoying. Honestly speaking, Super Chef, I wouldn't say anyone is annoying. Even Susie herself is not annoying. It's just that she flawed, and I pray by God's grace she will learn from it and improve on herself. I don't think anyone is really annoying in the house.
But Alexa, let me ask you.
Okay, Super Chef.
Right here, it is believed that there are chefs that are not living their real life. It is believed that some persons are faking their personality. That there are some chefs that are faking their personality in my house.
Super Chef, about that question, I personally I would say no. I would say no because from my own reasons, um, we all have our different personalities, our different backgrounds, our different way of life before coming into the house. I could be myself at the same time and someone else might be reading a different meaning to me, saying I'm not being real as well. It's an example. So from where I stand, I wouldn't say anyone is faking, like faking anything. No. Because one thing it is no matter how you try to live a different life or fake a different life from who you really are, it won't take time for your real personality to start displaying. And since we all have different personalities, one way or the other, this other person's personality might not be 100% pleasing to another housemate. So I don't call it faking. I wouldn't say it's faking. I feel the person is just living his or her life to the fullest, the way the person understands it. So it's left for me to understand and accept that, okay, this is how this person is. So honestly speaking, from my point of view, I don't think anybody is faking anything. Patrick.
Let me bring the question closer to you. Are you faking your personality? Or this is the real you?
Okay, Super Chef. I'm not faking my personality. This is Alexa. This is me. I might be annoying sometimes to people that are around me, but if you get to understand me, you will know that this is who I am. I'm a very jovial person. Yeah, I'm friendly, I'm understanding, I'm lovable. We are humans, and then everyone has their bad side and all of that. So for me, I might have my bad side, but as my friend, if you open up to me and you tell me, okay, Alexa, this part of you is the part I don't like, I always embrace my mistakes and work on it. So far so good. I don't think anybody has told me to my face that I have a fate, like, okay, except Chef Dex, which we came to a mutual agreement. When the whole scenario of Chef Susie happened, and she opened up to me truthfully. That when she was also summoned, based on one or two things Chef Susie had fed her, she felt I was a fake person, of which she opened up to me and she told me, she mentioned my name when this question was being thrown to her, and she apologized for it as well. So I accepted the apology and she got to know me better too. So from where I stand, I might have errors, I might have mistakes, I might have flaws, but I don't fake my personality. This is who I am. This is who I've always been from the last 35 years, and this is still who I will be in the next 2 years. Just that I'll be better than who I am now. So that's it, Patrick.
Like this?
Yes, Patrick.
In less than 24 hours, some chefs will be leaving my house. Do you have a survival plan?
Do I have a survival plan? It's all on God, Patrick, because I believe He brought me into the house. I believe for Him to bring me here, He must have had bigger plans for me, better plans as well. So it's all on God. It's just for me to be prayerful, because one thing in life is that I understand life cannot be predicted. My hope is on God. My fear to die minutes. My hope is on God. My hope is there, sir.
Alexa,
Yes.
let's talk about your career plan after the show.
Okay, sir.
Do you have any special plan
Yes.
for yourself? Let's talk about it.
Yes, Patrick. I basically have two big plans for myself. As a chef, I intend to open a very big local restaurant in Abuja. A very big one, a massive one. By God's grace, I'm working on that already, where I get to sell all different kinds of delicacies, not just continental, local dishes as well. In fact, any kind of dish at all, my customer would want to eat. That food should be found in my shop. I'm working on that, and then as well, I'm trying to build my customer base as well. And by God's grace, I pray to come to pass. That's the first one, opening of my shop. Then the second one is my acting career. Because for me, I feel I have a greater fan base for acting than food, than cooking. business plan, or I would use my fan base for the acting to enter as a chef too as well. Because 90% of persons love being like they love entertainment. So I'm trying to put both side by side. By God's grace. My acting career has been wonderful since this year, and I'm grateful to God for that, because from there I tend to introduce my cooking abilities as well to my customers from them, since I have a bigger fan base from acting than cooking. And I've made lot of friends, lots of celebrity friends too as well, that have tasted my meals and they are impressed. They've also advised I should try and get a reality show or a talk show that would help me combine both my acting and then cooking together.
Lexis,
Hi, Zipajem.
I believe by now you've been able to work on strategies to combine both careers together.
Yes, Zipajem.
Truth be told, you are a unique personality and you are so talented. What you need is a good and perfect management team. People that will guide you to ensure you do not move to the wrong track.
True, Zipajem.
Your personality might be different with what you want to do. Channels that will help you to create a blend. Lexis, think
Yes,
about that and do not sleep on your career.
yes, Zipajem.
Truth be told, from here, I can recommend you anytime because you're good.
Thank you, Zipajem.
Lexis,
Yes,
a
Zipajem.
candid advice. Remember where you are. It's not where you were raised. The people you've met here, you will still meet most of them later. And at the end of the day, you will realize it was just a game that you all came to play.
True, Zipajem.
Someone might look annoying. You never can tell if it was the strategy of that person. But all the same, and I still wish to see more of you even after the eviction.
Thank you, Zipajem.
Lexis, more other time, we'll have a lot to talk about. That in my house.
Okay, Zipajem.
But for the friendship you've made in my house, do not take them for granted. This is because you never can tell what the future holds for the chefs. So Alexis, do you have any other thing bothering you?
Do you like to invite me?
Then that's fine for
Yes,
now.
Zipajem.
Lexis,
Yes, Zipajem.
as you leave, call me Adefunke.
Okay, Zipajem.
That may be all for now.
Thank you, Zipajem. Thank you.
We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind, and this time it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naijachefs Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2. DSTV 369, GoTV 114, StarTimes 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_hub, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. The Naija Master Chef Season 2, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind, and this time it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naija Master Chef Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2, DSTV 369, GoTV 114, StarTimes 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_hub, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted.
Adefunke,
Yes, Super Chef.
you're welcome to a private conversation between Super Chef and you.
Thank you, Super Chef.
How are you today?
I'm very fine, Super Chef.
Before we talk about you, let's talk about yesterday.
Okay, Super Chef.
So give me a brief, a summary of what happened out through yesterday evening and this morning.
Okay, Super Chef. It was quite a memorable experience. Like, we had time to bond with each other. When we left the house, we went immediately to the hotel. When we got there, we had lunch, stroke dinner. We had fun. After that, we went to the poolside. We entered the water. I swam because I know how to swim. I've been swimming since I was 5 years old. I was so excited to be in the water again. After that, all of us had fun. We drank. We bonded with each other nicely. And after that, we slept in a very beautiful environment too. Cozy. This morning again, we left the hotel. Then we got to the mansion. And when we got to the mansion, thank you so much, Super Chef. We already cleaned everywhere for us, because when I was coming, I was already thinking of how to come and clean our room, to come and make the bed and everything. We just met our house well kept, the bed well lit. Thank you so much, Super Chef.
Adefunke,
Yes, Super Chef.
did you observe that some friends that acted as though they were not friends were trying to force themselves to be together yesterday.
Yes, everybody that they actually have issues, they trashed it out yesterday and they really bonded well actually. I think that was actually a very nice one.
Adefunke,
Yes, Super Chef.
now let's talk about you before the show. Tell us about your personality before the show.
Oh, okay. Before the show, like I'm a chef, a private chef. I'm into events and catering. I also train. I'm a culinary trainer. I train students. I do empowerment for youths, training them on food, culinary arts, food plating, aesthetics. Because one thing about me that I believe so much is eating with the eyes first, and I believe so much in food aesthetics and plating. So I teach them not because it's a good thing to have your food is tasty, but when you present it, that's what they will first of all see, and it will really entice them to eat. Then I do chef recruitment for my customers, for people that wants to employ chefs and they actually trust me so well. I give them chefs, trained chefs. So and again, I am someone that really love my space. I do well with people on phone than people coming to me, and I'm actually a terrible phone addict. Everybody that knows me knows that I don't joke with my phone. But when I got here, the whole thing changed. Like now, I know, like this, I've been away with my phone, and a lot of things have changed about me. You know, I bonded well with people, and even the phone thing. Now, when I get home, I'll know that there's life. You know, trying to keep more relationship with people than on the phone, which is actually a very good one. I'm actually an extrovert too, but you know, life. There's a way that life will make you just something that you just keep to yourself and all. I think coming to Niger Master Chef this year has really changed my personality back to my of me being an extrovert actually.
Adefunke,
Yes, Super Chef.
tell me about the good friends you've made in the show.
Okay, I came in with batch B, and the first person I actually bonded well with was Nifi, because she has this accommodating spirit. You know, immediately she saw me at kilometer 20, she was like, "Oh, yeah, Adefunke, I've been waiting for you." And we started talking, we bonded well. Then PH Chef came in. He was a very good person, good personality, and very friendly. All of us started talking. Then my roommates, Chef Somi, Chef Mo, Chef Josie, Chef Lynn, Chef Grace, Chef Noella, Chef Joshua. A lot of them have bonded so well with them, but I'm more closer to Nifi, PH Chef, and my roommates.
Adefunke,
Yes, Super Chef.
for the chefs you're not close to, what do you think are the reasons?
I'm actually, it's not because I don't have anything negative about anybody. I don't have anything negative towards anybody. But you know, there are particular people that you just bond with. I talk to everybody in the house. I think I'm one of the person, I always say it and they always laugh at me. Negative person. I don't have any bad blood against anybody. I talk to everybody, and it's just that in a way you're always closer to one person or the other. So it's not that I have anything against anybody. I talk to everybody in the house. I've never had any altercation with anybody. I'm very friendly with everybody. So
Some weeks ago, PH Celebrity Chef was in the house. Somehow he was disqualified. And you know, some chefs said that that happened because of Nifi. What was your view?
I don't think it was because of Nifi. It was not because of Nifi. Uh, PH celebrity chef he just lost his temper. It was not because of, and I don't think anybody will force an adult to do something he or she doesn't want to do. So
And not being who they accuse them of being fake, living a fake life in the house. Do you also share in that view?
I don't think anybody is living fake life. Everybody is. I don't really know anybody personally outside the house. I only met everybody here, but saying some people are fake. I don't share in that view because I've not seen anybody. Maybe if I had known them outside the house and when they got into the house, I feel they are changing their personality, I would have just said, oh, okay, this person is fake because this is not how he or she behaves outside the house.
Now let me ask you, what if a chef confronts you and tell you that other chefs are discussing, talking about you, saying that you're living a fake life in this house? How will you react to that?
Well, there's this thing I've always said, that I've always known. There's this mentality I have. Whatever you say at my back and you can't say in my presence, that means you are still saying it to my back. I'm not going to overreact. It is their view, it is their own belief, and I can't actually change somebody's belief or perspective about me. I'm not going to overreact, I will just overlook it.
Now tell me about some chefs that you feel are not supposed to be on the show till this time.
Honestly, I don't think everybody is, all the chefs I've met here, all of them are unique in their own way. So I don't think there's nobody, everybody deserves to be on this show. I don't look down on anybody. Everybody is strong, everybody is hardworking, they are skillfully gifted, and they are wonderful people. So I don't think, I feel that there is someone that is not supposed to be here. No, I'm not somebody that look down on people.
Tomorrow there will be eviction. Who do you think, if evicted, might bring a sad moment to you?
If anybody goes tomorrow, anybody that is evicted will actually bring sad moment to me, but that won't make me cry, because super chef, I'm very sure that you will have observed that if eviction time comes, I don't cry. The reason why I don't cry is that I believe they are not going to die. They are going outside to do exploits, and we all meet outside again. We talk on the phone, and I know they are actually going out to do themselves well. And this platform has already given them that wonderful to the world, and do wonderfully well. So I'm not going. It's going to be sad that okay, we are leaving, and the final is this week. We all go out again and bond on the phone. And if we have business, all of us will still do business together. We are not going to die. So
Adefunke,
yes, super chef.
you pushed my attention to the final week. But let me ask you, everyone wants to win this show, is that true?
Yes, super chef.
Adefunke wants to win the show.
Yes, super chef.
But tell me, which of the chefs are you afraid of? Which of the chefs do you feel might stand on your way?
Big Mama, Chef March, and Honesty. Chef Honesty and Chef Link. Yeah.
And I want to believe you have your survival and winning plan.
Yes, Super Chef, I do.
I wish you the best.
Thank you, Super Chef.
And I also hope you survive tomorrow.
Yes, Super Chef. Thank you, Super Chef.
Adefunk,
Yes, Super Chef.
there will be more times we will talk about career and other things during the show.
Okay.
But for now, we will end this conversation. There are times we will talk more, but that will only happen if you survive tomorrow's eviction.
Okay, Super
But let me ask you, will you survive tomorrow's eviction? Will you survive tomorrow's eviction?
Yes, Super Chef. I'm 100% positive. I have this winning mentality in me, and I don't back out until I win. That's
Interesting.
it.
I wish you the best, Adefunke.
Thank you, Super Chef.
That may be all for now.
Thank you, Super Chef.
If you leave, call me, Chef Josie.
Alright, Super Chef.
We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind, and this time it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naijachefs Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2, DSTV 369, GoTV 114, Star Times 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_hub. Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. The Naijachefs Season 2, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind, and this time it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naijachefs Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2, DSTV 369, GoTV 114, Star Times 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_hub. Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. The Naijachefs Season 2, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted.
Josie,
Yes, Super Chef.
how are you today?
I'm good, Super Chef.
Josie,
Yes, Super Chef.
let's talk about Josie before the show.
Okay. Josie is a mother of 3 beautiful kids.
last street and the last one before I came into the house, Artist Street, which I named after my dad. Yes, he turned 80 last month before I came, so it was one of the birthday gifts I gave him. I named the meal after him, Artist Street. So that's who Josie was before Niger Master Chef or King Calling.
Josie,
Yes, Chef.
what was your expectation before you came to the show?
Honestly, I felt and thought it was going to be all about cooking, educating us concerning cooking and health and every other thing concerning cooking. But to be honest, I was disappointed. But like you usually said, it is what it is. We move. Whatever the word brings, flow with it. So far, so good. I still learned some stuff, which I'm happy and proud of to be here.
Has the show met your expectation?
If I'm to rate, I would say from 100, I would say 70%.
Sir Josie,
Yes,
tell us the new things that you feel the show has added to you.
Oh, I met wonderful chefs. Before now, I thought I knew it all. Like I'm the bomb because where I'm coming from, they're already calling me a celebrity chef. Because one thing I'm not about is good food. When you want good food, you talk about Chef Josie of Tato Kitchen. So that's one. So, but I coming here, I'm challenged. Like I wanted to start YouTube content creation, video, stuff like that. I wanted to start creating my own content. But man, I'm challenged to go back to learn some stuff. We have amazing chefs in this town and I've bonded with so many people and the gift of friendship is one thing I'm not going to take for granted. So I've met amazing people I'm going to work for. That for me it's a big deal because I'm more of a people person. Yes.
Sir Josie,
Yes, Super Chef.
right here, you've seen a lot. I mean, you've seen a lot of chefs. Some that couldn't even sustain till the next week. But Josie,
Yes, Super Chef.
in all the chefs you've seen, which of the chefs are your best?
Mm, well, if I tell you it's not going to be hard to mention one person as my best, it's a lie. But I'll permit me to mention a few.
Feel free.
Somi, Adefunke, Chef Grace, Rap Chef, Chef Lane, Chef Men and Boss Ole. These are my favorite chefs in the house.
Are you saying that the others are not your kind of chefs?
Yes, I forgot to mention Simon. Simon too. They are, but based on what I want to go into and what I'm learning, they are the ones that are giving me the contents that I'm hoping to work with also when I get out from here. Every other person are good. Like um, Chef Tiza is my daughter. Yes, she's like a daughter to me, and I love her so much. She's one other person I bonded with so much too. And every other person, like I told you, it's going to be hard to mention a few, but I still have to mention people. So that's just basically about it.
Josie,
Yes, Super Chef.
do you feel of all the chefs, there are some chefs that behaves abnormal in the house?
I wouldn't say they behave abnormal because my mom used to tell me one thing that we all are different people and in different environments. So that way, environment and people affect our sight. So I wouldn't judge anyone. I don't like judging people because I might be raised with, but some other person you don't know the challenge the person had growing up. So I would say we learn every day, and I would say they are abnormal, and I would say most of them have learned something they are not doing right to do it right this time around based on associating with 40 housemates all this while. So I wouldn't call anybody abnormal. I would say it's time and then chance and places, that affected their psyche or mindset, so to say.
Josie,
Yes, Super Chef.
there are times in this show that you felt so wonderful, and there are times you've not really felt too good.
Sure.
Tell me about the bad times.
Okay. The bad times is usually whenever I'm up for eviction. I know that I didn't give people money to keep for me anywhere. That my hope only lies in my fans. And so far so good. I know I'm a very sociable person and I've affected my cycle in my own little way. So, but for me, I was thinking maybe it was not going to be enough. But hey, time after time they keep keeping me on, like they keep proving to me that yes, I'm worth staying in the house and winning this prize. So I will say the eviction time, and again, the little discomfort that is majorly not entirely Naijachefs cause the power issue, as in the AC not being comfortable in the bed, but it is what it is, anyways.
Tell me about the wonderful times.
Oh,
Times you won't forget in a hurry.
I won't forget the beach outing and what again? The market task, because I've envisaged that before it came to pass. Because I've been watching other shows otherwise, so I was looking forward to that and I got it. So the market task and the beach experience, yes, I would say the swimming course, but I usually go to swim, but not with friends like this. I also enjoy that part, but the beach and the market, the highlights for me.
Josie,
Yes, Super Chef.
there is these speculations that some chefs in the house are not living their real life. What do you have to say about that?
Well, like I said earlier, I don't like judging people because I'm a realist. Anything you see me do here, that is how I behave at home. So I wouldn't say some people have been in a close word, maybe by their parents or sponsor or whatever. So thereby they're not, living their best life or doing what they want to do. But coming here, they feel they are let loose. That's some people. While others feel that there are cameras everywhere, they cannot do what they want to do because of where they are coming from. So, well, I don't know. I can't say for others, but for me, this is who I am. Tomorrow, yesterday, and next day. This is who I am. So I don't know. I can't say for others.
So Josie, so far, are you still enjoying your stay in the show?
Yes, Super Chef, I am.
Do you see yourself winning the show?
Sorry,
Do you also see yourself winning the show?
Super Chef, like I said, my hope lies in my fans. And I pray each day for God to keep providing for them and keep enlarging my followership so that they could keep me here. Because I don't have the money lying anywhere waiting for me to take it and move myself. So I believe that with their help so far, they have shown me love and consistency. So I believe with their help that I will still make it to the finals and probably be among one of the three winners.
So Josie,
Yes, Super Chef.
when you say among the three winners, Does it mean you are afraid of some chefs?
Oh yes, I do. Yes, I am.
Can you tell me those few chefs you are afraid of?
I'm afraid of Chef Med, Big Mama, Adefunke, and Chef King.
All the same, maybe I should just remind you that the same way you are afraid of some people, some might also be afraid of you.
Definitely, I know that.
Remain strong. It's a game.
Thank you, Super Chef.
If you leave, call me. Noella.
Okay, Super Chef. Thank you.
We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind. And this time, it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic, and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naijachefs Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2, DSTV 369, GoTV 114, StarTimes 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_hub. Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. The Naijachefs Season 2, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted.
Good evening, Super Chef.
Chef Noella,
Good evening, Super Chef.
how are you today?
I'm doing great.
Noella,
Yes, Super Chef.
let me remind you, it is not an interview. So it is better you relax.
Alright, Super Chef.
It is a private conversation between you and Super Chef.
Alright, Super Chef.
Now tell me about Noella before the show.
Okay. I was running a food business prior to when I came to this show. A food business that I partner with Glovo, Jumia, Bolt, and Konga. And on the side, I was also running an affiliate marketing job with Expertnia. So that's what I was doing currently before I got into the show.
Noella,
Yes, Pacha.
do you think this show has added to your personality?
Yes, it has. I must say, it has added to my personality.
So far, what have you benefited from the show?
Okay, before I came here, I had difficulty with living with people, but because I thought that it was going to be something I would not be able to handle, but so far it has been okay. Seemingly very easy for me to live with people, and I've been able to express myself more than I usually do.
Noella,
Yes, Pacha.
there's no point asking you your best set of chefs. Tell me about the other chefs that you feel you're not so good with in the show.
spirited person, so I don't really have anyone I have not like mingled with or sat to have a conversation with in this house. I think like everybody, I'm cool with everybody in this house.
There is this speculations that some chefs are not being real in the house. Do you also believe that?
I don't believe so because I didn't know any chef before I came into the house, so I don't know what their character or their attitude were like before they got in here. So I don't know if anyone is being fake or is being real.
Noella,
Yes, for
are
sure.
you trying to tell me that you trust all the chefs in the house?
No, trust is a big word, but I don't think anyone is fake, or I don't think anyone is fake in the house.
Now
Yes.
tell me about the chefs you do not trust and why.
I'm trying to think. None, Super Chef. I just believe it's a game, so you just have to play your game.
Noella,
Yes, Super Chef.
now you say it's a game.
Yes, Super Chef.
Tell me about your own different way of playing this particular game.
Okay, I don't have any strategy, I must say, but so far so good. I think my personality is an advantage to me because, like I said, I'm a playful person, friends to everyone. That's how my life has been. So I think it has been playing good and calm for me.
Noella,
Yes, for sure.
tell me of those memories you won't forget in a hurry.
First off was when I made friends with Tiza at kilometer 28. We clicked like sisters, so that was like a very good memory for me. And the first day I also became friends with Grace when we were teamed in the breakfast stacks because prior to coming here, I'd love to make a friend like her because she has some of the qualities that I look out for in a friend. Um, so that was also a great moment, the breakfast tax and coming into the house. And some other moments, I always the task. I always look forward to having a tax in the house because I get to work with different people and then I get to learn new things and know how people handle pressure too while cooking. So these are like the sweetest moments I've had in the house. And of course, parties. Yes, parties.
Noella,
Yes,
I
Super Chef.
understand you're so glued to a very few friends in the house, especially Grace.
Yes,
Tell me
Super Chef.
something that makes her so unique, that makes you stick so glued to her.
Um, okay, so far so good. We've been like best of friends. She has a unique character. Grace is the type of person that when she sees something, it's either it's a yes or it's a no. She's never sitting between the fence. And I've known her to be someone that fights for me in the house. If I'm there or I'm not there, like she's ready to fight for me. Like I don't think she can betray me anytime soon. So yes, that's why I'm very much close to her.
So Noella, after the show, can you share your possible plans with the super chef?
Oh great. Um, Prior to coming here, I had the intention of picking a particular aspect of culinary, and that was food critic. I wanted to become a food critic. Yeah, I've been doing that, but I've really not had the boldness to like post a lot about it because I want to be a food and lifestyle critic. So I'm going to work on that, and then food content creation too. So my plan is winning the show, using the money to like get my cameras, my tripod stands, my orders and for customers to come pick up, and of course use it to shoot my contents. So that's what I intend doing when I leave this show.
Noella,
Yes, for sure.
that means you're so positive on winning the show.
God willing, yes.
But deep down inside of you, there are some chefs that you feel might stand on your way.
Of course,
Tell
yes.
me about those chefs you might be afraid of in this show.
Okay. I would have mentioned Pig Mama, but not really anymore. There is honesty there, and all of a sudden there is match. So these are the chefs that I feel like are a threat to me currently.
Noella,
Yes, for
that
sure.
means you're trying to tell me that you're not seeing your friend as a threat.
Grace? No.
But tell me, if peradventure, on the last day, you discover it could be either you or Grace, and she begs you to win the show, what will you do?
She begs me to leave the show or win the show.
She begs you for her to win the show,
Oh.
so you can come next.
Wow. That's a big one because, of course, I want to be a winner. But at the end of the day, we've always talked about it that I want to see both of us getting to the finals and being one of the top three. So I wouldn't say I would want her to be in the first position, but of course, I want her to be among the winners. So yeah, that's it. Because the win is win for everyone at the end of the day.
Noella,
Yes, Super Chef.
I wish you the best.
Thank you, Super Chef.
So Noella,
Yes, Super Chef.
I believe you're not planning to leave the show so soon. Do you see yourself surviving tomorrow's eviction?
Yes, I hope. I'm praying so hard that I survive because it's more like seeing the finish line and turning your back because it's almost at the finish line and I really want to see it the last day. So I wish and I hope that I get survived in the house tomorrow.
I wish you the best.
Thank you, Super Chef.
Noella, I just want to tell you, there are more times we will talk together. But that will be if you survive tomorrow's eviction.
Alright, Super Chef.
Maybe then we'll be sharing more ideas about what is to come. But for now, I wish you the best.
Thank you, Super Chef.
If you leave, call me Big Mama.
Alright, Super Chef. Thank you so much, Super Chef.
We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind, and this time it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naijachefs Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2, DSTV 369, GoTV 114, StarTimes 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_hub. Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. The Naijachefs Season 2, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted.
Super Chef.
I can see the crest on your dress. Big Mama's kitchen. Be seated.
Thank you, Super Chef.
So, Big Mama,
Yes, Super Chef.
let me remind you, it is not an interview. It is a private conversation with the Super Chef. So, I will advise you sit better. So, Big Mama,
Yes, Super Chef.
tell me about Big Mama before the show.
Um, well, um, Big Mama, it was a name we used to call my late mom. And when I tried to register my company as Big Mama's Kitchen with the spelling of BIG, I couldn't get an approval from CAC, and I was keen to name the company Big Mama, so we had to come up with an alternative spelling just to maintain the name Big Mama. And I was glad it worked out. And before the show, I was already working. I own my company. I do events, pick up and deliveries. And so far, it's been great. There are, of course, challenges, but it's been an awesome journey for me from where I started to where I am. And I give God the glory because I didn't think I'll get to where I am today, and I am where I am, and I can see that the future is bright, and there's still lots to achieve. And I have big dreams. I dream big, and I know that someday soon I'll get there.
So, Big Mama,
Yes, Super Chef.
do you think this show has added to your personality?
Yes, yes. Um, Before I came to the show, not so many people knew about Big Mama, but I'm sure right now I'm already a celebrity as it is by the grace of God. Um, I know my name has reached places, has gotten to the ears of people that matter, and I know that this show has brought me out, and I can feel it actually. And I know as a result of this show, a lot of good things would come and fall in place for me and my company.
Tell me about the good friends you've made in the show.
Um, the truth is, the closest friend I had was Oge. We bonded just immediately after we met at our meetup station, and coming to the house, it was kind of overwhelming to meet so many people at the same time, people that you had to live together. But I I could say I have made good friends, and personally, I've learned to be a more patient person because there are people with different personalities here. Some will get on your nerves, but I kind of learned to exercise patience more, which of course you need in every journey of life. And I would say it has really impacted in my personality.
You just talked about a friend you've been close to.
Yes, Super Chef.
Tell me about some friends that you're not close to and maybe possible reasons.
Um, I I think I'm just closer to some than others because we are in the same room, and I don't have any particular reason why I'm not close to some. I'm closer to the people that I'm always with in the room. So I think that's the reason why I'm not close to others. If I was in the same room with them, I'm sure I would have bonded
Mama,
Yes, super chef.
there is a speculation that some chefs are not being real in the show.
Have what?
There is a speculation that some chefs are not real. They're not living their real life in the show. What's your view about that?
Um, well, like we all know, many of us call it a game, and if we look at it from another way, it's more of a mind game, and some would like to play with other housemates' mind, maybe to hear their opinion or their perspective about, remaining in the show, how your votes are going, and personally, it's not like I knew anyone before we came into the house, so I cannot really judge anyone from, what is really going on here. A lot of us have personalities that we dropped the moment we stepped into the house. A lot of us have made compromises just because we want to live, peacefully. We want to be able to accommodate. So I can't really say that anyone is living a fake life because I never knew you outside before I came in, so I can't judge you.
There are times where the chefs are not good with themselves. There are moments that brings about quarrels in the house. How do you feel when those times set in?
Um, Usually, whenever there are quarrels, I find myself among those trying to calm those who are involved in any quarrel. And I would always say there are things you don't really waste time and energy on. If a deed is done, there is nothing you can really do about it. You can just, look for a way forward and just move to the next level. And I would say, and I always tell them, if it won't matter in the next 5 years, why waste more than 5 minutes quarreling or talking about something that has no impact? Um, I think a number of us are a little agitated or easily agitated because of the space. I mean, maybe when you're out there, it would be easy for you to walk away because you might not see that person again, or you know. But I also think that some people intentionally, maybe sometimes, just get on people's nerves so they could react, and that might be a reason for a housemate to be disqualified. And I also think that some people are not as patient as is required for a person living with quite a number of people.
Big Mama,
Yes, Super Chef.
tomorrow there will be eviction. Who do you think you will miss if the person leaves?
Well, I kind of have an open mind towards every eviction because it's always almost unpredictable, and there are few of us than there was at the beginning, and those of us that are still around have gotten a little more used to ourselves than we were a week or two ago. And truly, if anyone gets evicted from the house tomorrow, I would miss that person because we tend to bond better now. There are less fights, less quarrel, less dragging of one thing or the other. We've been able to accommodate ourselves more than we did earlier, and it doesn't matter who the person is, whether the person is in my room or a different room, I would miss that person.
Now let's talk about the future. How do you intend to improve yourself and your business after the show?
Um, I have plans to do more courses on hospitality grace of God, I intend to expand my company by having a restaurant. I have plans to be able to employ permanent staff. And because I dream big, I would like to be able to provide accommodation for my staff and expand even beyond the borders of Nigeria.
Do you see yourself in the final week of the show?
Yes, I do.
Do you see yourself winning the show?
Sorry?
Do you see yourself winning the show?
No, I don't.
Can you tell me why you feel? Or why you don't see yourself winning the show?
Well, we all came here with one thing in mind. I personally came here to win. And I've always, in the times that our emotions were high and we're skeptical about us being saved or not, but personally, I knew even before I came into the show that I was going to reach the finals. And God has been faithful. I'm still in the show, and I know by the grace of God I'll reach the finals. It's not even an instinct. It's something I have assurance of, that by the grace of God I'll reach the finals. And there was a plan, and it was God's plan. And I know that the God I serve will not fail me, will take me to the finals, because that was it from the beginning, to come in and to win. And I would say that I am a winner.
Big Mama,
Yes, Super
are
Chef.
you trying to motivate Super Chef?
I think I'm trying to motivate myself.
Are you trying to say, when you get to the final week, you will dust your shoes, clean your sweat, drink a chilled water, and say, you have made it to that part, and that's where it will end? Is that your plan?
No, not exactly.
Big Mama,
Yes,
now tell me, are you afraid of some certain chefs in the show?
I've never been afraid of anyone.
Now tell me, who and who do you see as a threat? I mean, as people that might stop you. Or let's say, people that makes you to take a decision of not wanting to win.
Well, like I said earlier, I came to win, and I've always seen myself as the winner. I've never for once been intimidated by anyone. Not at all. I have no one in mind.
Big Mama,
Yes, Super Chef.
maybe there are plans you're waiting to share when you're a finalist. You're making me to see and believe that you take a step at a time. Is that your strategy? Taking a step at a time.
Well, sometimes you take a step at a time, and sometimes because you already know where you're headed, you just keep walking,
Big
and
Mama,
you know you get there.
at this point, I would like to put it to you that it's not that you are afraid or not thinking about the prize. You're bringing up a strategy of trying to keep the eyes off yourself. Big Mama,
Yes, Super
there's
Chef.
no point trying to keep the eyes off yourself. Stay strong. It's a game, and it is a fight to finish.
Yes, Super Chef.
I wish you the best.
Thank you, Super Chef.
Maybe if you survive the next eviction, we'll still have more time to talk about the future. Just like I'll be sharing with some other chefs. But for now, That assurance can only come if your survival plans works for you tomorrow. But if your escape plan doesn't work for you, then tomorrow I'll be glad to say good night for now.
Thank you, Super Chef.
But for now, I wish you the best.
Thank you, Super Chef.
Big Mama,
Yes.
that may be all for now.
Thank you.
As you leave, call me, saw me.
All right, Super Chef. Thank you.
We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind. And this time, it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic, and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naijachefs Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2, DSTV 369, GoTV 114, StarTimes 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_hub, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. The Naijachefs Season 2, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted.
Hello, Somi.
Good evening, Super Chef.
Somi, how are you today?
I'm fine, Super Chef.
Somi,
Yes, Super Chef.
I'd like to remind you that it's not an interview. Rather, it is a conversation between Somi and the Super Chef.
Okay, Super Chef.
But Somi, you look so prepared, like you're going for a job interview.
I just wanted to look good for the camera.
What makes you think there is a camera or your life?
Because we have cameras everywhere in the house.
Don't you feel that this moment is private and might not go on air?
Sorry?
Don't you feel that this moment is private and might not go on air?
I can't tell. You said it's conversation with Super Chef, so maybe it's private, maybe it's not.
Then let's keep it private.
Okay.
Share as though there were never cameras.
Okay, Super Chef.
But Somi, before then, tell me about Somi before the show.
Okay. So me before the show is just a young lady, always busy with her day-to-day activity of selling food. The days order comes and the day it doesn't. The day I get orders to cook in people's houses, and that started since I resigned from my former job and went to a proper culinary school. So that has been Chef Somi, and the weekends where I get events, and that's it.
Remind me of your culinary school.
I went to Tico's Kitchen Culinary School in Port Harcourt.
Do you live in Port Harcourt
Yes.
till now?
Yes, Super Chef.
So how's your business moving in Port Harcourt?
I'll just say gradually.
Tell me about the challenges of the business in Port Harcourt.
Challenges of my business in Port Harcourt. I think we have so many people into the same business, so it takes time before you sort out your own customers, and it takes a whole lot to retain them as your customers as well.
Do you like this space, or you would have loved to enjoy monopoly in your private space?
I think I would have loved my private space.
Now, Somi, let's talk about the show.
Okay.
Do you think this show has improved your personality as a person?
Super Chef, yes, it has a whole lot. It has. Um, within the past 3 weeks and few days we've been here, I think apart from when I was in the uni, this is like another time I've gotten to spend with almost 30 something people in the same closed space. People from different homes and different characters. They have to annoy you, you have to live with it, you have to endure. So it has really helped me. And I've also learned to follow some people and learned new characters and how to handle them. So yes, it has really helped me personally.
Somi,
Yes, Pacha.
tell me about your best set of chefs.
My best set of chefs. Okay. So apart from my roommate, that's our big mama, Josie, Chef Grace, Chef Nola, Chef Joshua, typically everyone in my room, even the evicted ones, then Chef Nibi and Chef King. Like, I think those are my favorite best of chefs that I can easily relate to at any time.
Why do you think others are not very close to you?
Well, they are very close to me, but I'm talking about people I feel I can relate to at any time. Yeah, maybe because, yeah, I can relate to them, yeah.
Somi,
Yes, but chef.
in as much as you're giving your best, do you feel there are some chefs in the show that are not living their real life?
Super Chef, I wouldn't really say they are not living their real life. I would rather say they are living their life because I don't know them outside the house, so I can't tell if it's fake or real. So it's a character or something they portray and I see as is bad might just be their real life, so I can't say it's fake or real. So I would just say everybody's living their life in the house, just like I am.
Somi,
Yes, Super Chef.
tell me about the memories in this show you won't forget in a hurry.
My good memories. I think the very first is going to be the very first eviction nomination. I got immunity. Like I felt so loved because I was like, I couldn't believe my name wasn't mentioned. I couldn't believe my name wasn't going to be mentioned and those who was going to be up for eviction. So I felt so much love. Those are one of the moments I won't forget. Then I think task. All those are good tasks. The running into the mini kitchen to the central kitchen, trying to beat time. So those are my beautiful moments I won't forget in the house.
Somi,
Yes, Super Chef.
tell me about the bad times in the show.
Ooh.
The times you never felt should occur.
I think the very one that pained me the most was um, the last tax we did. I think I was the third or fourth person, and I was hoping I was going to gain immunity because the tax was really stressful, and I tried on my best. Even when I was body shamed at some point, that maybe because I'm plus size, I wasn't going to do it. And hey, I came out to be the top 5, which I'm very proud of, even though I didn't get immunity. But I think that is one of the bad moments I won't forget. I felt very hot. Yeah.
Somi,
Yes, Super Chef.
can we talk about your plans after the show?
Sure.
You may share.
Okay. I've said it earlier during our interview the other day. My plan after the show, I plan to really start my online classes, my online teaching classes, cooking. I think I plan to train about 30 to 50 people monthly. So when I leave the show, I'm going to get a good video editor and a media crew to shoot all my videos with. Then I start my classes online. It's going to be on Instagram, on Telegram, and on WhatsApp. Then I think I'll start going to offices maybe to talk more about my business so that I'll make myself more known in Port Harcourt or yeah, that's all.
Sorry,
Yes, gotcha.
inasmuch as you're good with everyone, do you feel some chefs could be annoying sometimes in a show?
Super Chef, almost everyone can be annoying. I won't call it annoying. I would say, like I said earlier, it's their life. If it's something I don't like, I think people in the house knows me. When you do it immediately, I just shout on you, or I caution you immediately, and in the next 5 minutes, I'm back to being friends with you. I've forgotten about it. And so I won't say it's annoying. I would say it's being themselves. And I think by the time they do it, and I tell you, see, I don't like this, don't try it again. I've cautioned you, and I don't see you bringing the same energy back to me or doing the same thing to me again. So I won't say it's annoying.
Somi,
Yes, coach.
lately you've been more in the kitchen, both in the mini kitchen and the central kitchen. Lately, you rise earlier to make meal for others. Can you tell me something that inspired those activities?
In the house, we grouped ourselves to cook rooms by room. Like my room is room one, and whenever it's our turn to cook, I think I don't know. They leave most of the cooking for me. According to them, they say they like my cooking. So the early rising to make breakfast did after the day we did our court case, and the judges said I should start my punishment by making breakfast for the whole house without protein, and I should make it before 8 o'clock. So I woke up a bit late that day. So I quickly ran to the kitchen before the rest of the house. We wake up before aerobics. So that was it. Maybe a night before we sleep, they'll tell me, so please can you make this for us in the morning? So I don't just do it because I want to do it. Maybe because they requested for it, or it's my room turn to make food for the whole house.
Somi,
Yes, Patrick.
do you see yourself in the final week?
Oof, Patrick, this one is tough. So because, first of all, I have a very beautiful fan base that have been so helpful, which I'm very grateful to God for, and I'm super grateful to them as well. But it's the final week. The game is getting tough. So I would just say by the special grace of God, I will see myself at the final week. But it's not something I'm sure of, because I don't know what's happening outside and in the house. So I hope they are voting very well.
Somi,
Yes, Patrick.
do you see yourself winning the show?
Oof, everybody wants to be a winner. So if I see myself in the final week, yes, of course, I see myself and I picture myself winning the show.
Somi,
Yes, Patrick.
inasmuch as I admire your confidence, I also believe there are some chefs that you might be afraid of. There are chefs you might feel could stand on your way. Can you tell me those chefs that you feel you might be afraid of?
Super Chef, I'm not afraid of anyone. It's a cooking competition, it's a game. So I'm not afraid of anyone. Anything can happen at any point. What matters is how much your fan base come through for you at the end of the day. So I'm not scared of anybody.
Interesting. You just said you aren't scared of anyone. Which chefs do you feel might stand on your way, just in case?
I think the chefs that are always in front of me in our voting chat.
I wish you the best.
Thank you, Super Chef.
If you survive, there are times we'll talk more. But for now, call me Spice Girl. So me,
Yes, Super Chef.
that may be all for now.
Thank you, Super Chef.
We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind, and this time it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naijachefs Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2, DSTV 369, GoTV 114, StarTimes 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_hub. Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted. The Naijachefs Season 2, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted.
This chef with lots of spice.
Hello, Super Chef.
Spice Girl,
Hi, Super Chef.
tell me about Spice Girl before the show.
Oh, anyways,
First of all, start by telling me what inspired that name, Spice Girl.
okay, the name Spice Girl came up like this. My mom used to have a kitchen, the World's Choice kitchen. So right from when I was young, I used to assist her in making spice. My mom does spices, like she makes spices out of alligator pepper, cloves, uziza seed, and dried gingers, and so on. So I help her a lot in making spices. That even when I was in school, at times at my leisure time, she would call me. Oh, she needs to make spice. Can I assist her? That's how it came up. So that my friends then they started calling me Spice Girl, Spice Girl, Spice Girl.
Now tell me about yourself before the show.
Okay, my name is Ayotomiwa Ayekusi, popularly known as Spice Girl. I'm a graduate of social works in the University of Ibadan. So I'm also into social work, social working. Yeah, although I'm planning to set up a NGO if God helps me, and I pray God helps me. Like an NGO that can help people provide certain things for people, out there. There are a lot of things to fix in Nigeria. Like people are really starving out there. So I wish I could just contribute in my own little way by setting up a NGO for orphans and widows. So that's my plan. So may God help me unleash my potentials.
Spice Girl,
Hi, Super Chef.
tell me new things you've learned in the show.
Sorry, say that again.
I believe you've learned new things in the show.
Yeah, I learned a lot of things. Like,
Tell me about that.
I got to know I got to know how to prepare some dishes, like especially from the eastern part of Nigeria. I got to know how to prepare some of the dishes, like banga soup, which Somi taught me, and uziza soup that I saw. There was this day I saw Chef Oge cooking it, so I was interested, and she taught me something about it. So, and I didn't. One thing is that I met great people here, and the thing is, I didn't meet ordinary chefs. I made a great family here because everyone has been so amazing. Everyone is so nice. I love them equally. chefs. I made a great family. That's it.
Spice Girl,
Hi, Super Chef.
what are your plans after the show?
Yeah, I'm planning to set up my home kitchen because I can't just do it. Oh, my mom has a kitchen. Like, okay, I have to follow up with that. No, I just want something of my own. So I'm planning to set up my own kitchen once I leave the show. May God help me. And because me being here, I used to be a white collar. I used to work as a white collar official. Like I'm a salary earner, but at the time, you know, I was given a condition before I came for the show. Like, if I'm going to exceed 1 week, then I should forget about the work. So the best thing I'm planning towards now is to just set myself up and start a kitchen.
Spice Girl,
I'm super chef.
tell me about your best set of chefs in the show.
Say that again, please.
Tell me about your best set of chefs in the show.
Oh, like I said earlier, I love everyone equally. But my roommates are the best here because we never had any rifts. We've always been in good terms. And Chef Bumi, she's the best. Um, Big Mama, she's the best. Rap Chef, my guy's guy. Um, Chef Dean, we easily got along. Like immediately when she got to the house, we got along immediately, and she's been the best too. Chef Simon, respect. So everyone has been amazing. I love everyone equally. That's just it.
Can you tell me moments that had been uncomfortable for you in the show?
Oh, it has been uncomfortable for me.
Moments you found yourself, which you never wish could repeat itself.
Well, there wasn't any moment precisely because I had fun. Every bit of the moment was amazing. Like I never had issue. There was no issue. Everything has been fine. Yeah, everything has been fine. I have to be sincere.
Now tell me, who do you see as the most unique chef in the show?
Wow, unique chef in the show. I'd like to mention two names, and it's due to their personalities.
I am listening.
Okay, that's one, Chef Mo. Two, Chef Somi.
Interesting.
Yes, my chef.
So Spice Girl,
Hi, super chef.
do you see yourself in the final week?
How? On God. I'm just trying to be optimistic. Yes, I do. I never know what may happen, but I have to be optimistic. I see myself in the final show.
Spice Girl,
Hi, super chef.
with the things you've said and the way you've been living, I strongly believe after this show, you will still make a to be proud of your personality.
Yeah, definitely. I will.
Personally, I must say, I love all you do.
Thank you, super
Your
chef.
lifestyle has been unique.
Thank you so much, super chef. Thank you.
Spice Girl,
Hi, super chef.
I'll remember you for your main word when you say, I love you.
Thank you, super chef.
Keep
I love
up
you.
the energy.
Thank you, super chef.
I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Spice Girl,
Super chef.
there'll be better times. We'll get to talk if you survive tomorrow's eviction.
Definitely. Definitely.
I guess that may be all for now.
Thank you, super chef. I love you, love you, love you.
We are ready to bring to your screen the biggest culinary sensation in the whole of Africa. It's the biggest and the best of its kind, and this time it will be the gathering of the most creative, exciting, strategic and stylish chef from every part of the country that will thrill viewers with mind-blowing, salivating meals. The Naijachefs Season 2 will be the compilation of skills, lifestyle from amazing personalities, good enough to entertain the world. So prepare your mind, because this time it will be more than the regular. Showing on NTA 2, DSTV 369, GoTV 114, StarTimes 104, and streaming on YouTube and other social media platforms. You can also reach us on Instagram at Naijachef_Hub, Naijachef Hub, skillfully gifted.